US President Donald Trump is expected to declare that Washington recognizes Jerusalem al-Quds as the capital of Israel. The announcement, which is expected to be made on Wednesday, is the first by a US president in the nearly 70 years since Israel's founding. And many are already warning that Trump's decision could provoke a new Palestinian uprising and also deteriorate anti-American sentiments worldwide. Some early reactions to Trump's decision to declare Jerusalem al-Quds as Israel's capital are already appearing. The Arab League has warned that it will fuel extremism and violence. It has also announced that taking such action is not justified and will only benefit the Israelis. Trump's declaration could dash the hopes of the Palestinians to have a state of their own. This is primarily because the Palestinians want the Holy City to be the capital of their future state. On the other hand, the world does not recognize Israel's claim on Jerusalem al-Quds, and this could put the credibility of Trump's declaration of the city as the Israeli capital at stake. But the most important impact would be on the so-called peace process that America has been spearheading between the Israelis and the Palestinians for years. Some speculate that Trump's controversial move has been coordinated with other parties involved in the Israeli-Palestinian peace process, including Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Egypt, and others. And with that, chances are that declaring Jerusalem al-Quds as Israel's capital would be part of a wider plan for the whole Middle East, a plan whose details may not be known to everyone yet.
I think it's fairly fair to say that the United States, Israel, Saudi Arabia, with the help of the United Arab Emirates, and now Sisi in Egypt, I think it's very clear that they're pushing towards the reshaping of the Middle East. They are aiming to change the Middle East to a whole new view of the world. Basically, they're trying to get rid of national liberation movements. They're trying to liquidate the Palestinian cause, which is basically the core cause for the whole region. So liquidating this cause will basically help the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia's campaign into liquidating all other causes, specifically when it comes to Israel. And this is one of the reasons why Saudi Arabia has been working hard for the past few months into normalizing the relationship with Israel, normalizing the existence of the state of Israel in the region, and questioning the legitimacy of the Palestinian state.
There have been arguments that Trump's plan to declare Jerusalem al-Quds as Israel's capital is a carefully calculated move meant to push back the ongoing pressures against him at home. Today, he is facing controversies around his former national security advisor and is already under pressure over speculations that he wants to fire his Secretary of State. Declaring Jerusalem as Israel's capital could provide him with a perfect respite.
Trump is basically pulling the Israel's card to push back and to basically stay in power and dictate what he wants to see what he wants to see in moving forward. So I think Trump understands that moving Jerusalem or the capital of the United States from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem is a huge move, and he understands that this will basically please Israel and the Zionist lobby in the United States to as far as it can get.
The Trump administration is already facing criticisms for its inability to properly address global crises. Examples of cases in which it has specifically demonstrated its inability are the North Korean nuclear crisis and the Syrian conflict. It appears that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is to be included in the Hall of Shame of US diplomatic failures should Trump go ahead with declaring Jerusalem al-Quds as the capital of Israel.